The UK is unveiling a tough new plan today to deter migrants from illegally crossing the English Channel in small boats. Abby Kugathasan is in London. And the Home Secretary, Abby, introduced the plan to parliamentarians last hour. What are the details? What did she say?
Heather, Home Secretary Suella Braverman speaking just a short while ago, announcing this new tough policy. She says people who arrive by small boat will be detained for 28 days without bail nor judicial review. She says they will then be deported to their home country if deemed safe by the UK or to a third country like Rwanda. Here's the Home Secretary with some more details of legislation that takes effect today.
It puts a duty on the Home Secretary to remove illegal entrants and will radically narrow the number of challenges and appeals that can suspend removal. Only those under 18, medically unfit to fly, or at a real risk of serious and irreversible harm, an exceedingly high bar in the country we are removing them to, will be able to delay their removal.
She says they can appeal remotely, but they'll be prevented from applying for refugee status or re-entering the country in the future. And she's confident this legislation aligns with international law. But in Parliament, we're hearing lawmakers questioning that because it would not allow people to apply for asylum, which does go against international law and the UN Convention. Braverman also said the small boat arrivals are overwhelming the system, but those arrivals are only a small fraction of the migrants who come to the UK, and Britain has fewer overall refugee claims than a France or a Germany. But the system here is overwhelmed because of backlogs. Of the 45,000 people who came across the Channel last year, only 4% have been processed by the Home Office already. More than 160,000 people are waiting for a decision on their applications. Braverman did not provide details on tackling those challenges, Heather.
Abby, across the Channel is France, and that's the starting point for this journey for the thousands who attempt this crossing. How much cooperation is there from the government of Emmanuel Macron?
Heather, France has no obligation to take back anyone who crosses to the UK from French shores because of Brexit. There is no longer a formal agreement between the two countries. There have been several deals in recent years. The latest one has London paying 72 million euros to increase security in northern France. The matter of small boats is surely to be on the agenda when British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak travels to Paris on Friday to meet with President Macron. And human rights groups here say they too want the dangerous boat crossings to stop, but argue existing British immigration policies don't help. For example, unless an asylum seeker is from Ukraine or Hong Kong, they must be on British soil to seek refugee status. They can't apply in their home country. Braverman says such safe options are not on the table. She says then 100 million people would potentially qualify for protection in the UK under British law. They're not going to do that.
Thank you, Abby Kugathasan, in London this morning.